Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my friends out there. Wow, we have a lot of people from all over the world today. I want to actually welcome you here today. I know you guys must be out there having some good times out there. Today we have a very special speaker, and this gentleman I met about 7 years ago. He's actually been a mentor to me. He's actually one of the 5 founding distributors of this company, and he started a project 10 years ago. And what I've seen him do around the world, it just really livens me to know that he's somebody that cares about people and he goes out of his way to help people out. And today we have a very special Zoom webinar where you get to ask questions. So please help me welcome my good friend, Samson Lee.
Hello, boss. Thank you for the very kind introduction. How are you today?
I'm very good, Samson. I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good, and I also want to say hello to everybody around the world logging in. It's it's an interesting time in the history of a human being where we become a global society, and the way we do business, the way we live is all connected now more than ever. So I want to say hello to everybody, acknowledge everybody, and wish everybody good health, and be safe wherever you are.
Yeah, and we have some exciting stuff going on. We have a lot of people here, and they get to ask questions from the expert, Mr. Samson Lee.
Yeah, I know. I look forward to all the questions. So I see people logging on from all over. I would say that, before we start that, I hope that, everybody is very focused on the business and not from other things which are distractions. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what they say out there on the news. It doesn't matter what what your friends say. It's more important is what's happening with you and your family, right? And so I think when it comes down to it comes back to that level, all the stuff out there, it's a lot of nonsense. The most important is that what impacts us directly, right? On a daily basis. So in the business side, we are heading toward the end of the month.
Yeah.
So right now, across the world, we have that Diamond Vision promotion, which is extra money for anybody who wants to participate in it. And so we have, how many more days, right? 4 or 5 days left?
Five days left, yeah.
I mean, 5 days here, but 4 days maybe in Asia.
Yeah.
Right? And at the same time, there's a huge genetics university in Asia Pacific. Yeah. We have great promotions here in North America and also in Europe, and Latin America. So we're working hard. So we're here. I want to make it available to everybody. Whatever questions they have in their mind about the business, I can help them move forward toward the end of this month, or even because look, for me, when a company puts promotion, cash money on the table, don't let it go. You gotta grab it with both hands, right? Right? You're the money man, boss. You know what I'm talking about.
As you say, don't leave any money on the table, Samson.
You know how it is, right?
Yeah.
Because how often does the company put money on top of the compensation plan?
Well, where most companies nowadays, they're downsizing and things like this, where our company is going full force, giving back and putting so much money out there. This is up. I cannot understand the how opportune moment this is for people around the world. Not just one place. This is everywhere around the world. Very generous for company to be able to do that. And I think, like you said, it's really about us taking advantage or jumping on the promotions that are set forth for us to make a difference for ourselves.
Yes. Yes. Look, there's not many at all, not many vehicles at all that is truly global, right? Global seamless, right? Where you can put an order online and the company drop ships all over the world for you and you make money.
Yeah.
It's easier than Amazon. I know many people actually in jeunesse that has lost money over the years by creating their own website, trying to sell online.
Yeah.
And then also selling on eBay or Amazon or Alibaba, because they're stuck with inventory.
Yeah.
And then look, if you have a product up there, there's 10,000 other people have the same product.
Yeah.
So how do those what do people search? How do people search? They search for the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Either with the best reviews or the cheapest one, right? So traditional wise, look, if you can make 10% profit from Amazon or Alibaba, you're lucky,
Yeah,
right?
true,
And
true.
I know a lot of people who lost money doing that. But in
Yeah,
our platform where we do, where we do have unique products that's not available,
yeah.
it is a huge advantage. So yes, I know people
So,
have started. So yeah, go ahead.
and that's good that you say that because it's really about learning for themselves what it takes to build something like this. And especially you, Samson, taking the time out to really educate people and giving this opportunity for people to ask questions, because no question is not important. Every question is important, right? Because I believe once the question's answered, the individual will have an easier way of understanding how to build his business and a believability of the business as well. And I
That's
think
right. That's right. And the thing I found that I've been in the industry since 2006, right? So about 15 years.
you're
What
dating yourself, Samson.
Oh, thank you. I know, right? I must be like, thank you. But 15 years is just like a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started in the industry, I really didn't know what to do, right?
Mm,
It was meeting. Now we do Zoom, 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 right? And then, then how do you really make the money?
yeah.
I mean, I came from a traditional background in the retail business and also in real estate, where people give me money, I give them product, right?
Mm, mm,
And then I find ways to, find customers.
mm,
And so, yeah, that was a traditional business. And I lost a lot of money in it because, I just spend a lot of money doing advertising.
mm,
But the fact was that what turned me onto this industry that makes sense was that in my furniture business, I spent 10 years in there. I had a list of many, many old customers, or, customers who some have good experiences. Most have good experiences at my store. Some have social experience. Very few have bad experience. But I did not actually use those contacts to grow my business, which I should have.
mm,
So when I look at our industry, where in terms of network marketing, what does
mm.
that mean? The fact is that your net worth is your network. And often, in life, it's not about what you know. It's about
Who you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
You know the drill. That's why you. That's
Well,
why
I
you're
learned
money
from you,
man.
Samson.
No, that's why you're money man, right? But how? And the thing of course, when I first started, it's like, oh no, I don't want to make money from my friends or family, right? But so I had that blockage. But you know what? I after a while, I saw something. I realized something. First, we all spend money buying things, either
Mm,
from this store, that website, or that social media, whatever, right?
mhm,
We do that anyway. So we are all, number one, consumers, right? So where we put our money, well, why would we spend our money if we find things that we want, right?
mm,
But oftentimes, I mean, I hear, especially a lot of women, right? Whatever their friends buy, they buy.
mm,
Right? Oh, is it good or not? Is that
mm,
coffee machine good or not? Is that skincare line good or not? Oh, yeah. And then, of course, the ladies will share, and then, and they will make a purchase.
yeah.
Or like guys, right? We talk about cars all the time. What do you think about that car? Right? How's it? How does it drive? I got
Or
a
watches in your case.
watches, right? How do you like the watch? Well, that's a more personal thing. Okay, they all work. They all work very good. It's
Yeah,
all personal taste, right?
yeah.
But I mean, it's like a movie, sharing about good movie,
Hmm.
right? So, or some, maybe nowadays is like, share, or like, subscribe, and share, right? In the
Sure.
age of social media, online, the online lifestyle, right?
Hmm.
So it's like, well, do you like this video or not? If you like it, subscribe and share it with your friends. If you like it, if it moves you.
And it's so much easier now to share, especially with what we have with social media and the platform and what we have as far as content to share. We don't have to create it. I don't have to create it. I don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars to create a video to talk about a product. Everything is done for us. So it makes it so much easier, right, Samson?
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier because the company has created a lot of content online.
Yeah.
Actually, right now, when a new person joins our business as a distributor, what I would tell them is to go on Facebook, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and follow Jeunesse Global North America
Yep.
or Jeunesse Global Malaysia, Jeunesse
Yeah.
Global Australia, Jeunesse Global Europe,
Yeah.
etc., whatever country they're in, right?
Yeah.
Because the company has social media managers updating those posts.
Mm-hmm.
So you would, if you scroll down the timeline, you would know the latest promotion, the
Mm-hmm.
next company event.
Mm-hmm.
Now, plus we have our own team WhatsApp group
Mm-hmm.
where we promote the events.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it very easy to promote. The
Mm-hmm.
thing is that I think a lot of people, when they first got into the business, they have a misconception of what it is. They think it's about selling only.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
Yeah.
Because actually a lot of people, they actually misunderstand the word selling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for me, the best definition I like to take is from Mr. Zig Ziglar.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He said,
Brilliant, man.
first of all, he said very simply, stop selling, start helping. That's actually how it works, right? We think about ourselves as a consumer,
Mm-hmm.
we go buy, let's say we go to the supermarket, we're looking for something very specific.
Uh-huh.
We can't find it. What do we need to
Uh-huh.
do? We need to find somebody to help,
Yeah.
right? Help us, right?
Yeah.
Or versus somebody can greet you at the door and say, "Oh, welcome," and say, "Oh, let me know if I can answer any questions for you." That's helping. That's not selling.
Yeah.
So in a sense, that in the true meaning of the word, well, let me put another thing that Mr. Zig Ziglar always say, that business, okay, to be successful in business, he says something very, very beautiful. He says, the more you help other people get what they want, the more you get what you want.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
So this is, I mean, that's brilliant, because it's really about, not about ourselves. It's really about what can I provide for others, and by having them get what they want, eventually it comes back. I mean, it's a brilliant statement.
Yeah,
And
it's about helping.
I think too often, I think we're about selling something to make a commission. I don't think, like you said, it's not about the selling part of it. It's really about using the product, right? Like you said, and sharing it. I mean, this is the new economy.
Yeah.
It's like and share.
Well, and you're right, exactly. So, and also besides sharing the product, we need to share the opportunity.
Yeah.
I think as I look about how the world is today, and and you can comment also,
Yeah.
is that there's a lot of division out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of distancing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, besides the physical, social
Sure.
distancing, right?
Sure.
Right? I think there's something wrong with that
Yeah.
because it's not about distancing. I mean, as human beings, we thrive as a group on this planet through
As human beings.
community,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Through cooperation. It's
Mm-hmm.
not survival of the fittest.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually why humans, we're not the strongest, we're not the fastest, but we survive, we thrive the best on this earth.
Yeah.
Because we thrive as a community with unity.
Mm-hmm.
So if we turn the table, is that to do our business instead of, let's say, a negotiation where it's head to head, most people don't understand who never do business because they never negotiate, because negotiation is not about head to head, it's about a win-win.
Yeah.
It's about winning on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real successful negotiation.
I think more and more nowadays, Samson, people are open to helping one another, like unlike any other time before. And like I said, the world is such a small place nowadays, and people are able to share and let people know, how do you live a better life. It's everybody's coming together. It's human nature, especially with all the things that are going on in the world. People feel like, let me get in touch with my humanity. Let me see who else I can help. More than ever before, I think this is a consensus now.
Yeah, and you know what? I think along what you're saying is that there is a great awakening that's happening. Because I think, to be very honest, the last 10 years in the business, or almost 11 years, on this platform, what happened is at the same time, social media grew. Okay? And it's very superficial. How you see the people talking on social media, and they are or showing their pictures. If it's real or not, nobody knows. All right?
True.
Right?
True.
Even the fact checkers are wrong.
Yeah.
Right? They have their
True.
own agenda. It's crazy. So look, social media really hasn't done much in terms of building relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I would go once in a while, check what my friend's doing.
Yeah.
But because I know him.
Yeah.
Right? But people I don't know, it's like,
Yeah.
are they real or not? Nobody knows, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but the real connection now, the awakening of, it seems that, oh, society is in chaos, the pandemic.
Yeah.
And so what's happening is really distancing people. Well, it needs to come back to together in terms of what you just said about more people helping people. If we, not I think, but if not as a society, but in this business particularly,
Mm-hmm.
if we come from a starting point of helping others,
Mm-hmm.
we can do much better.
Sure.
You know, that's what I lacked when I first started in this industry. I thought it was about making a sale, but then after they buy the product, I don't hear from them again.
Yeah.
No, but if you have a conversation, a real conversation, and in a way, it's definitely heart to heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, talk about the other person, how they're doing, see
Yeah.
what they need, what their hot buttons are, what's making them click, what they're concerned now.
Yeah.
It could be from product or opportunity, right?
Mm-hmm.
People want to stay healthy, right? And people want to make money. They need to make money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this opportunity is incredible, because once people get started, it doesn't matter where they are in the world, where their contacts are in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to pick up a phone or send them a text and
Yeah.
start connecting
Yeah.
to share the information,
Yeah.
right? To talk.
So this is a perfect lead, because the question I wanted to ask is, so let's say someone starts new, because there's a lot of people here who may have these questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they started and they have a list of people, like people who they really care about, who they want to live life with, right, grow old together with, or travel with, how does one, because this question he came up a number of times, how does one start the conversation with that person if it's not about selling? Okay, it's really about what's important to them, right?
Yeah. You know why it's not about selling? It's about the people, the person first.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get past that point, because look, you don't want them to buy something that they don't want.
Yeah.
You don't want them to buy just because of you.
Yeah.
You want them to help them if they need some help. But if they don't need help, what can you offer them?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you don't even know what's happening with them, how can you even judge how they're doing?
Mm-hmm.
So always going to a conversation without judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And I just ask them as a person, how you doing? What have you been up to? You know? And some common topics that come out is, for example, how's the job? How's the career? How's your business? How's the kids? How's the family? How are your mom and dad doing? Huh? So you inquire. And through that conversation, you can hear maybe that, they're doing okay, but they could be doing better. Or because of the pandemic, I haven't been working, so really money's very tight. I don't really want to spend a lot, but I need to make money. Who doesn't want an opportunity?
Sure.
And for me personally, many times, Voss, is that my personal story was that I remember when I was when my business was losing money in the furniture business. As a business owner, my whole mindset was just to, I got to spend more time at the store. I got to do more things, trying to make it work.
Yeah.
I was not open to any opportunity. And that was my mistake, because
survival
opportunity,
mode.
I guess an opportunity doesn't mean that you have to give up what you're doing to do. An opportunity is about, possibilities. It's about change, that it can change where you are, can change your situation. That's what an opportunity is for.
Sure.
So you got to find people who are open, and through sharing and talking, we do have an opportunity. Yeah. We do have an opportunity here to help people.
Yeah.
That's the point.
And one of the things you said about that, I believe it's people really don't care how much you know about products and this and that. They really don't want to know how much you care about them. And the questions that you asked them about their family and what's going on with their life, people will open up. And at that point, I've learned from many leaders like yourself that it's important that we stop talking and listen to what they're saying instead of interjecting into trying to sell them on the comp plan or the products or anything like that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. When I talk to people, the first thing I want to know is, what do they want?
Mm.
So I mean, I might ask them questions rather than telling them things.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what, and at the end of the day, you kind of already said it. People don't care
Mm-hmm.
about what you say until they know that you care about
Sure,
them.
sure.
Okay, I mean that's the first step. If we go back to the very basic, the first step is not about what you have. Is the first step is, do you care about them? If the other person feels that you care about them, then they will listen. Then they're more open.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Now, there's a couple of questions. We're going to jump in and out with these questions. This is from Danny out in Texas, one of the premier leaders out there. He said new members, Samson, they want to try the products for at least 3 months before they start sharing the opportunity. What would you say to that about how do you guide your team members to really about building the business at the same time, sharing and using the products?
Well, no, okay. So first, of course, that depends on the person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it depends on the level of trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but the thing is, look, the company has done more than 8 billion in the
Mm-hmm.
last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
The products are good.
Yeah.
There's
Good
not
work.
many companies that have sold that much, okay?
That, that's why we don't look like we're in our 50s.
I know, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, hey, you just told them my age, okay?
Oops, sorry.
Okay. No, but here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Look, for people who are business, let's keep it at the top. Look, there are people who's into the product, there are people
Mm-hmm.
who are into the business, or there are people into both.
Yeah.
My recommendation is this, okay? That a business, as a business, look, if you go shop for Rolls Royce, okay, or you go shop for Ferrari, right? Now, do you think the salesperson working there drives a Ferrari?
Most likely not.
Most likely not, right?
Yeah.
Most likely not, right? If they could afford a Ferrari, they wouldn't be selling Ferraris, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like they need to own a Ferrari to sell a Ferrari,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if we look at it from a point of view of a business, the products, they are tools for us to make money.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, this is from a business perspective purely. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the products are tools for us to make money. I mean, let me tell you, when I lost a lot of money in the furniture business, I closed my stores.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like, you know what? I was in sales for so long in real estate, was in furniture, retail, and then I switched to auctioneer. I'm thinking, I can sell anything. Why do I need to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
selling furniture? I don't need
Yeah.
to feel so bad about I lost the business. I mean, I could get to another business, right?
Yeah.
But the point is this, because the products, yes, some people like to feel it, right? But to be honest, the results people feel within the first day or two if they use a skincare.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I did. I mean, I started the business when I was 40 years old. I
Mm-hmm.
used the serum. Like in a day, I felt my skin starting to tighten up. I think, whoa, something's working.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? I mean, and of course, when I started furniture in the Jeunesse business, after the furniture business, I was like, you know, I pray that the products work. Because at that time in September 2009,
Yeah.
nobody used the product yet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But you know what? So my point was, I need to get as many people using the product as possible, but
Mm-hmm.
also I need to find the people to work the business with me so I can exponentially
Mm-hmm.
expand my marketing power, the word of
Mm-hmm.
mouth. I need more
Mm-hmm.
people talking about it, right?
Sure. Sure.
So from a business perspective, you can do both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You can that's why we tell people once you come in, use the product, but you know what? Share the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity. So
Yeah.
the people who is very focused on sharing the opportunity, they go right away and they use the product as they go. And
Yeah.
then they share they leverage, they ask their business partners or sponsor to share their testimony with the product. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I remember some funny stories, Ross. When I went to in Los Angeles, we have a Korean town.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm Chinese and, I don't speak any Korean, right? I speak a little Cantonese, Mandarin, and English. So when I go to Koreatown, all the Korean women, that what's some of the best cosmetic comes from Korea.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, Korea, I think, is the number 2 biggest manufacturing country of cosmetics in the world.
In the world, yeah.
I think the first is France.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened is that all the ladies look at me, and at that time I was like 40, 41, working on marketing. They're all, you are 40? They're like, let me pinch your cheek. Right? So I say, yeah, I love the product. Look, of course we have to use the product. Once you use the product, for example, the serum, you put it on your face, it goes into your face like that.
Mm-hmm.
Within like a 30 seconds, it goes into your skin.
Mm-hmm.
All the women knows good skincare is skincare that your skin can absorb to work, so it work. So a lot of stuff that in terms of looking at the business, if you wait 3 months, it is very slow.
Yeah.
You're gonna see result. You're gonna feel it within the first week for sure.
Yeah.
So I would say is depending if the new member trusts you, I would say, you know what, just do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Everybody have their own speed. Okay?
And I want to talk a little bit about what you said about trust. So when I first was introduced to the company, a good friend of mine, Patrick, very successful in business, and I trust him. So the key thing is I trust him. He's not going to take me somewhere else. That's, he's not that type of person. So when I sat there, I actually listened to you, Samson. You talked about the serum and the reserve. And I said to myself, as you were talking, I said, I'm already in. No need to convince. I'm going to do this because why? Is because what you said the technology does. Now I trust Patrick, and Patrick already knows you. So see how that makes it easier for me. So I don't really have to try it out for months at a time, because I truly believe that opportunity is right away. Like the instant that you jump aboard and start working, that's where the opportunity lies. Not really thinking about it, because then I think our minds, we actually talk ourselves out of it rather than creating something.
Right. And I think that, and going to what you say, I think me and you, we are business people. And the question when we look at a business, and this is again from a business point of view, not from a product standpoint.
Yeah.
But number one, from a business point of view, is our question is the business real? Does it work? Can we make money?
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually the for business people, that's the first question. So I would look for example of people who talk, and do they make sense when they talk about making money? Okay? Because look, if nobody's making money, well, nobody would waste their time here, right?
Yeah.
So the people making money. The question is, well, how much? Well, what other people make doesn't mean that you will make it.
Yeah.
What other people make, who's to say that you cannot make more than them?
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, because everybody's journey is different. It's like, if you look at the revenue from every single McDonald's in the world, no one McDonald's is the same number. It depends on location, depends on the people working there, depends on if they have good service or not, if the etc. Even though it's so rigid as a franchise, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's journey is different. But if you look at it from a business point of view, does it work or not? Number one, right? Is it real? Does it really work? Number two, then I will look at the product. Okay, are the products real? Are the doctors real? Why I started Jeunesse? Well, first, because I trust my friend Kim Hui.
Yeah.
Number two, when the owners of Jeunesse talk about, what this can do, well, then I heard that, well, I know they're not doctors, right? The serum, not Dr. Newman, but when I met Dr. Newman, and when I heard the name, I go research his background. Oh, he's been on TV all over the U.S.
Yeah.
Been on TV all over Los Angeles. They go interview him about anti-aging. I thought, you know what? It's very simple. If the product doesn't work, why would he put his name behind it? Why would he show up to talk about it? Because this guy is well known on television and also entertainment. All the models, celebrities, singers, they all know him.
Yeah.
So why? So that gave me confidence in terms of knowing his credibility. See, for me, I probably cannot understand every single thing in how the Luminous serum work, how the product work, but I look at the people involved and who are they? Dr. Giampapa, who created AM/PM.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking with him the other day, and it's little no information. He used to be the doctor. He used to be the doctor to some of the NASA astronauts.
Wow.
If he's no good, why would he be a doctor to the astronauts? He does research with NASA. He has done many other things. He was the first president of the American Academy of Anti-Aging. He's like the godfather of anti-aging in the US.
Yeah.
He speaks all around the world. If his reputation, why would he create something that would mess up his reputation? But on another note, the products that Jeunesse has, those products with the doctors behind them, many of those products are the doctors' life work.
True.
That's what they invest their whole life in researching. And why? Not because to make money, because of interest and because they're doctors. And when you look at the people, you hear them talk, they're all about helping other people. That's why they're doctors. When you meet doctors like that, you know from the heart. Yeah. Again, you look from the people and their intention. Mm-hmm. I believe the product, and that's why I went full on in the business.
Yeah, and that's brilliant. Like you said, it's really about their passion, what's behind it. It's not the money. It's creating something to make the world a better place for people to look better, feel better, and just live life, right?
No, really. That's right. And like me and you, we could be doing anything else. Yeah. For sure, right? Sure. Why here? Because there is something special here. Because it is working. Yeah. It is helping people. Yeah. No business is 100%. But you know what? That's why the company has customer service. That's why the company has management, and we as leaders, we try our best to move the team forward and help them.
Yeah. So let's talk about that customer service and so forth. So you and I have been in business before. Who was customer service? Who was delivering? I know I was for my businesses in the past, right? Where we have everything taken care of for us. Our inventory, I don't have to have inventory at home. I don't have to ship anything out. I don't have to collect any money. And we're a global business. That's what makes it so simple and attractive for people like you and I, where we ran companies before, we had businesses before. That's probably how I lost my hair, all the stress of running a business, right? Where this is why it's so simple to do this business and build the business, and also simple not to do because it's so easy to do.
Well, I would say, everything you say is right, about platform. I think to be successful, if we're going to talk about success, right? How to use this vehicle to achieve our own personal success. Mm-hmm. To achieve success as entrepreneurs, first I would say that the company does a lot. Mm-hmm. But, look, we only make money if people use the product.
Sure.
Right? Me and you, right?
Yeah.
So what I would say is we got to do whatever it takes.
Yeah. I
think that's a very different attitude than for people who work at a job. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, look, everybody have different motivations. Mm-hmm. Some people at a job, it's just a job to them. They don't care. Mm-hmm. Some people at a job, they have a lot of pride, so they do care. Mm-hmm. And some people, they have such a dream where they don't want a job. Mm-hmm. Because a job builds other people's dreams, not your own. So they will go out, be a business owner, entrepreneur, and build their own dream for themselves. And when you do that, success, 100% of the responsibility is on you. It's on ourselves, it's on ourselves. Yeah. We are responsible for our own success. Okay. So we got to do whatever it takes to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you say, the company does a lot. It drop ships. In North America, many of the countries we have offices is extremely convenient. Shipping is very fast. Okay. Other countries where we don't have offices, but use the e-commerce model. So that you talk to your leaders on and how to grow those markets. That's how it works. So yeah.
Well, we have a question from Caroline. Caroline says, what habits has helped you become successful? And I know you've had a lot of success, and what habits have you formed from the inception of your working with this company?
Wow. Great question. Habits. It's an endless list. Sorry. We don't have time.
I know you could spend an hour on this topic.
I know, right? Um, I think more than habits, first you got to start with the mindset. You got to have the winning mindset. Okay. And it's not about winning or losing in life. I mean, that's a judgment, but we all can be more positive, right? We all can work harder, right? We all can have more self-love and more self-confidence and more self-belief in our,
Sure.
in life. So that the mindset needs to be very strong. I saw a fantastic picture today, okay, where and the picture was an object that had two lights shining on it, but the shadow was two different shapes. One was a circle, one was a square. One object, two different lights shining on it.
Yeah.
But one shadow was a square, one shadow was a circle. Why was it? So it said, it's just a very simple example because it says that truth is based on your own perspective. Depends on how you look at it. Let me tell you, if you shine more lights on it, that shape can have more different shapes as for shadow, many more different types of shadows. So it's all your perspective. So first is a mindset. Second, in terms of building a habit, look, I think I can't spill the beans, but I did a talk. I have a talk for Asia Pacific because they have a Ganesh University.
Got it.
I can't spill the beans.
It's inside scoop here.
It's an inside scoop, but maybe I can tell like this because the first the one of the things in the industry I learned, and I heard it from a leader who had years of experience in the industry, is that of course you got to do your best to succeed, but what if your best was not good enough? Then what? Well, then you got to do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
You got to do beyond yourself. Okay. Now, if it's true that it takes 21 days to build a habit, like they say, you can go buy the book. Okay. If it takes more than 21 days to build a habit, then you commit to working this business 21 days in a row to build your habits. Right. Every day I would call people. Okay. It could be 5, it could be 10. My own personal thinking was, look, why am I in business? I'm in business to make money, okay? Because at that time when I first started Jeunesse, I was in debt, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So I don't want that feeling, I want to pay back my uncle, pay back my friend, etc. So every day I know I need to make money. Now, I don't know when I would make that money, to be honest, but I'm going to work every day because I quit all my auction jobs. I was an auctioneer at the time. I quit all my auction jobs to do this full time. I burned the bridge. Okay, somebody else took my jobs already. Once I said it. So every day I need to make money. So what do I need to do to make money? I need to talk to people. I need to talk to people. I need to talk to people. I need to show the business. I need to show the product, right? I need to talk about the opportunity, right? So that every day I need to do that, right? And I need to answer the questions, right? Either me or my partners that can help me answer the question or showcase the business. Every day I need to do something to make money. And the magic is that daily habit, that consistency also expands your motivation because you're getting result.
Sure.
Because you're going somewhere. You see, the thing in our head that prevents us from taking action is called fear. And many times it's caused by the unknown, right? Oh, we predict this, we predict that, but it's all in our head, right? But when you take action, you actually get result. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. You're getting result. So you don't have time for fear.
Yeah.
You want to break, you know how to break that fear? Get the no. Get the yes. That's how you break that fear.
So what you're sharing is just continue to share. It's practice, what you're saying.
Yeah, just like doctors, lawyers, and nurses, they all practice. They all practice on you. No, taking action, getting result, right? I mean, whatever you do that does not get the result, that does not lead you to get result, it's a waste of time.
Yeah. Well, as they say, Samson, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good point. You can't see
because
the. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, because to me, doesn't matter how they say what they say. I'm curious, so it doesn't matter what you don't say, what you say. I'm open to it. So I think there's a lot of people like you and I are just the same. We have that curiosity because we have a big why. I think
Yeah,
people need to really look at what's important to them in their life. That's why people keep going and keep going and keep going and be patient and persistent and tenacity and continuously go uh, without not caring about what people say yes or no to, because they really, if they understood, Samson, agree with me, with what I'm saying. If they understood what they have, what's possible for them, it's a no-brainer.
yeah, and you're absolutely right. And you know what brings to mind? Now that you say that, I'm thinking, man, Boss could sign up for anything. Because he's very open and curious. But you know what that leads to is
Yeah,
that leads to who to talk to.
yeah,
Okay.
true.
Now, so, so I,
Good topic.
right? No, but that's excellent because look,
Yeah.
if you go fishing in a pond
Hmm.
that has no fish, you're never gonna go anywhere,
Yeah.
right? But so, so
I
you
had to
can't
think
go
twice
fish in a
about
pond
that.
where there's fish. Now, what does it mean by fish? Well, it's not that people are fish. No, it's that you gotta talk to, you gotta qualify people to
Mm,
see if they're suitable for them or not.
mm,
Okay, so one of the things I see a lot of people lack in our business is urgency.
mm,
Okay, now I just throw it out there.
mm,
What if someday? What if a year from now? There's
mm,
no income claim whatsoever. What if a year from now, okay, and you have a crystal ball, and you know for a fact that you're gonna make 10,000 a month.
mm.
Okay, if you know for a fact a year from now you make 10,000 a month,
Mm.
right? Why not make it sooner? All
True.
right.
Why wait the whole year, right?
No, right? So
Yeah.
so so it's like this. You know, I had to sponsor 20 to 30 people to become Sapphire, another 20 people after that to become Ruby, another 20 people after that to be Emerald, etc. Now, so now I sponsor more than 100 people.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you had to sponsor 100 people to be double diamond,
Hmm.
all right, to make that huge income,
Yeah.
diamond or double diamond, whatever,
Sure.
Ruby, Emerald, whatever,
Yeah.
okay? Okay. Do you want to take your time to sponsor 100 people in 10 years? Or would you like to sponsor 100 people in 1 year?
True. 1 year,
You get
right?
the rank, right?
Yeah.
So, right now, who is that up to? It's
It's
up
up to
to
me.
us, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, the individual, ourselves.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, they don't have the urgency because why? Because they have the fear. Oh, I don't know enough, and I don't. You know what? For the people that are real hungry, you know what they do?
Yeah.
They just ask, "How do I do this? What do I
Yeah.
do? I have the
Yeah.
list."
Yeah.
They're pushing their
Yeah.
sponsor, their leader, to tell them what to do.
Yeah.
They're hungry. They're asking questions aggressively. And no matter what kind of job, no matter what kind of business, those are the type of people who get ahead.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not. To be honest, I'm not saying I'm one of those,
Hmm.
but
Well, I beg to differ.
okay, but I am one of those. Maybe not outwardly aggressive,
Hmm.
but I'm out inwardly persistent and consistent
Yes.
because I understand business. There's no overnight success. If
Yes.
we want to climb Mount Everest, it has to
Hmm.
be step by step. There's no shortcut. All right, or we get deprived of oxygen and die.
Yeah. And I
It's
think that's perfect that you led into that, because I want you to talk about that it's not overnight riches. It is a journey. It takes time to build, because I believe I hear a lot where they get involved after a few months, they don't make anything. They're like, okay, I'm done with this. It doesn't work, right? That mindset is there. So what about the patience and the tenacity and continuously moving forward? Commitment level. It takes a commitment, right, Samson? Can you talk a little bit about that?
okay. Well, how about this? How about I do it this way? Because commitment is important, but it's not commitment to anybody but yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, we all have different attitudes about different things.
Hmm.
Like some people, for example, people treat money differently.
Hmm.
Some people, they are savers.
Hmm.
Some people, they're spenders,
Hmm.
right? Some people, they have no idea. Okay. Okay. There's nothing wrong with spending or
Yeah.
saving. But let me tell you, nobody become rich by saving,
Yeah.
right? That's the interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
And why is a person a spender?
Mm.
The psychological, the reasons why they're a spender,
Mm-hmm.
it could go very deep also,
Mm.
you know? So everybody is different.
Mm.
Everybody is different.
Sure.
Okay? But to your question, okay? Do you remember what your question was?
Yeah.
Okay. To your question of, well, the commitment,
Yeah.
everybody's attitude to the commitment of the commitment to themselves
Yeah.
and for themselves are different. And I realized that when I first started in real estate, I mean, my father was a real estate agent. I was a broker.
Mm-hmm.
So I relied on him to
Mm-hmm.
teach me and also to make more sales and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't take enough responsibility on myself to go hard at it. When I look back, I was too young.
Mm.
I didn't have that serious attitude. Not because of youth, but because I just didn't know any better.
Mm.
Some young people, they're so driven. You know, those
Yeah.
young kids, they go somewhere,
Sure.
they really go somewhere because they're driven, they're focused,
Mm-hmm.
they're serious about what they're doing. They don't want to waste time in life. They want to rather they work hard and play hard,
Mm. Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's all the attitude, it's a mindset. So how to be successful through your own commitment? Well, beyond commitment is about mindset plus skill set plus platform. You have results. Yeah, you can create success. But it takes the right mindset and the right skill set with the right platform to create. That's the home run combination.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know I talked about it before in the past, right?
Yeah.
So how to do that? How to do that? Well, it's beyond commitment. It's about just saying, you know what? Aside from the business, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's about realizing that life is whatever you want it to be.
So true.
And the question is, for many people out there, do you feel trapped where you are, where you cannot make it the way you want to be?
Mm-hmm.
And why is that? Why are you locked into your situation?
Mm-hmm.
And who locks you there? It's you, yourself, right? See, when I was struggling my furniture business, I felt trapped. Oh, I have this responsibility for the lease. I have employees. They're like family. I have a lot of pressure as a business owner. I want everybody to do well.
Sure.
I don't know what to do when the economy is going down. I keep spending money advertising and the sales not going up. What am I going to do? Right? I couldn't figure it out. Right? And I did not have enough cash flow to make the turn, to survive the downturn. Okay. And that was a time when I look back, I realized that I was not serious enough during the good times to make investments for the bad times. You see? That's the thing. That's the thing in life. If life could be whatever we want it to be, how many people believe that? Number one. I mean, seriously, not in their head, not in a philosophical manner, but in their heart.
Yeah.
Right? With some feeling attached to it, with some desire and hunger with it. Right? Most people don't, because we are not conditioned that way. We're conditioned to get a job, get married, have kids, and die.
Yeah. True.
But others out there, I mean, I have to give my hat off to the younger generation nowadays. They are living life first.
Yeah.
Living life first.
Yeah.
They're willing to go out to make the mistakes first.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. And so success comes from your own attitude and commitment to what you do. So it's not about genetics, but if it's here, you want to achieve success, you better commit to it.
So this is a perfect lead to this next question. This is from Nancy out in Texas, amazing leader out there. She wanted to know, what is it that you do to, how much time do you spend to motivate your team? Is it really about motivating them, or is it really discovering what's important to them and really fulfilling the needs of what's important to them?
Well, thanks for answering the question. You just answered it. The trading is too deep in you, boss. No, it's about, of course. You can never motivate anybody. I mean, I cannot. Because motivation is the inside job. They got to know why they're here.
Yeah.
If they don't, yeah, you can spend some time to talk to them about it, talk it through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of time it's not about money. It's about other psychological issues or things that happen in their life where they are here. Maybe they're looking for change.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of people in transition. They're looking for something. They've been looking for something a long time. They know they need to change. A lot of people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. They have their own motivation. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but what as a leader can do is we can support them in a way where it's consistent and effective.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the beginning, I said, you know what? 90% of business is done outside of meetings, of webinars, or it's outside of stage time. Let's put it that way. It's done where it's a face-to-face talk about looking at their business. What rank are they at? What are their motivation? How much money are they making? How can they do better? By analyzing whoever wants it. I cannot help everybody. Whoever wants it, I will help them, right? If they don't ask, how do I know they need it? They want it, right? So I would encourage all of you out there, if you want it, if you look, you took the time to get on this webinar, you know what? Ask.
Yeah.
You know, you can win by asking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wonder if there's a book. If not, I should write one. You can win by asking.
That's a good one. Win by asking.
Win by
title.
asking, right? Win by asking. Because there's so much we don't know out there. Infinite. I mean, I'm always learning every day. You know, and retooling my mindset, learning about new things where I can keep my mind open and so I can adapt and, you know, actually I love learning. That's the thing. I love learning. You know, I'm a curious guy just like you. So the more we learn, the more expansion our mind has.
Yeah.
And we are starting to ascend to the next level in life. You know, it's not about competition, because competition comes from a position, a mindset of lack. Oh, there's only so much money in the world.
Yeah.
You know,
fear of loss.
No, well, not quite like that, but it's lack. There's not enough. I need to fight for it.
Got it.
That's one
survival.
Attitude.
Yeah.
That's one attitude, right?
Yeah.
But when you aim for survival, you're always surviving, right? So instead, you guys say, you know, there's a lot of money out there. I just need to get my piece.
Yeah. Just a little bit. That's all.
No, I just need to find a way. There has to be a way. People can make money. Look, for the people who don't inherit their money, they're self-made. You know what? We know what it takes. It's hard work. You know, and we want to learn from others, learn from the best, learn from people in the industry.
Yeah.
Who are successful, learn from people who have done it.
Sure.
I don't need to learn from people who talk about it. I need, I need people who have done it and tell me how it's done and show me how it's done.
Yeah.
Telling and showing also is two separate things. Yeah. Because it's about telling them what to do as a leader, telling your team what to do, but it's also another thing. It's about doing it with them. Right. So I say, look, if Nancy wants to motivate your team, you know what? You can't motivate them, but what you do is support them with consistent activities and monitor them, not to manage them, but to have them set the goal and then go back constantly to see how they're doing on their goals. Right? And do it with them. Do the 3-way call with them. Help them explain the business to somebody else instead of just letting them do it by themselves. You don't have to rely on anybody. You are the leader. You set the tone, and you can lean on people like us for support. You know, as part of the support, but also you need to create your own support and just lead by example. What you have done, whatever you have done, you've learned, just pass it on to the team.
True. Now there's another good question, Samson. This is Caroline again. It must have been difficult when you started out. What was your biggest aha moment in the business? I know you had a lot of them.
I
know you had a lot of them.
What was yours?
I think my biggest aha moment was really understanding that people, they say they want success. And until you find out what's important to them, none of that really matters. And then I really went out there instead of looking at me. Who can I get into the business? Who can I do this? what can I provide for them? That's a big aha moment, because most people, I believe, Samson, are too busy about me, myself, and I mentality rather than what can I provide for them? How can I make life easier for them? What can I show them? Like, not the motivational factor, but I'll support you to achieve what you want. I think that's the biggest aha moment for me.
That's beautiful.
Uh,
That's beautiful because that's actually how entrepreneurship is.
mm,
And one of my moments, it's along the same line, is that I realize people need to be empowered
mm-hmm,
to be successful. They need to feel they have the power. They need to, well, not to feel, not, they need to know they have the power.
mm-hmm,
They need to know that they can do it.
mm-hmm.
They need to know they have the resources. Okay, because my thing is we just don't know what we don't know. So
No, true.
how do we no way, right? So how
Yeah.
do we help our team know that they have the power to achieve success?
Mm-hmm,
Consistent activity
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
together with them. Consistent, consistent encouragement.
Yeah.
Consistent coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so that will help them because they once they know they can lean on you when they need to,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
you're available to them.
Yeah.
That's half the battle.
Yeah. And that
And
comes
then
in the support, right?
that's
Where
right.
you're
The other
available.
half, that's right. The other half of the battle is their own motivation.
Got it.
Do they want it bad enough? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
do they want it bad enough?
Yeah.
There's so many breakthrough moments. It's crazy, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would tell every single one of you out there, you have the power. You have the power to achieve your own success, to change your own life.
Mm-hmm.
Because life is really, truly what you make it. Because if you, we all, I hope that all of you have a dream. Because if you can dream it, you can achieve it. If you
Mm-hmm.
cannot dream it, for sure you won't achieve it.
Mm-hmm.
And be careful how you set your dreams and goals. If you want a good life, set them high. Most people fail not because they don't have goals and dreams, because they set too low and they got it.
And they go.
Right? Yes. So you can create your own life.
Here's another good question. Comes from a big leader out in Texas as well, and I think she's thinking that there's a lot of people who may have the same question. And it comes from Paula. Paula says, "What do you say to a prospect when they say, just send me the link? I want to do some more research." It's a very common question.
Okay. Well, what I would say is, first, the best way is first to edify the information.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them what to look for. Okay. And then set a follow-up date and time.
Mm.
Say look, all you can do is follow up. Information is everywhere in the world now, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So send them the link, but you got to edify it. Set the appointment to follow up, all on the same, at the same motion at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So then, let's say you ask them, okay, I will send you the link. When are you gonna look at it? Are you gonna look at it tonight? How about I give you a call a little bit later then? Okay. So a lot of the practice is give and take. Okay. If you always give, people don't give you any value. Mm-hmm. Your time is very important. Sure. I always say, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. So why don't we just set some appointments so, we can talk seriously.
Sure.
Okay. So this information, look, it's incredible. It'll tell you all about the company, the product, the detail, the how to make money. I'm going to send it to you. Now, when you're going to have time to look at it? Mm-hmm. That's before you send the information, right? So let's say they say, oh, I'm going to look at tonight about 8:00. Great. Yeah. How about I give you a call? How about I give you a call to follow up at 8:30 or 9:00, mm-hmm. and we can talk. I can answer your questions. Okay. And what kind of research you need? What would you like to find out? Maybe I can help you.
Mm-hmm. I think like as they say, the fortunate is in the follow-up, right, Samson?
It's all in the follow-up. That's right. It's all in the follow-up.
And I've been guilty of this before where I bombard people with information, videos, and never ask them, when would you have time to look at it? And never get back to them. So again,
Right.
it could be a great prospect, but I dropped the ball because I didn't follow up and I didn't give him enough. I didn't give him just a small amount just to pique their interest rather than just bombarding with everything. It doesn't
That's
work.
right. See, the more information you give them, the more research they're gonna do. So you gotta spoon feed them,
Yeah.
right? I mean, because there's so much. Look, if I'm gonna talk to you about a company that's a multi-billion-dollar company,
Yeah.
I mean, is it just one link I can explain to you? No, right? No. So I'll give you this. You can take a look at it. We'll discuss it. If you have more questions, then I can help you.
Yeah.
Okay, to figure it out. I mean, it's all step by step.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though that I've done that information to people, for myself, when I first saw it, I didn't really need to do any more research. I saw what I saw, I heard what I heard.
Yeah.
I'm in. I bought the biggest package, I'm in.
Yeah.
So I could always do the research later, but if I don't start, I could talk myself out of it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest.
Right. And I think one of the most important point is also the trust level.
Yeah.
Right? The trust level.
Sure.
Because if it's my friend, they trust me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they know what I'm about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to set the time. If they don't commit to the time, if we set the time, they don't answer, they feel guilty.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because my next phone call might be maybe the next day and say, what happened to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought we just set a time.
Well, we're running close to the end here.
Yes.
Samson, what's one advice you can give someone that's new, that just came aboard?
Oh, very good. I would say, make money. We have 4-5 more days to go to hit the promotion. And look, if you can hit some ranks, talk to people, look, with the help of your sponsor, and also your leader, enroll some people, to buy product, you're gonna make some money. This is the best time. And you know what? This starts, and we talked about habits earlier. Yeah. This starts your journey, not only on this platform, but your journey on building successful habits to achieve your success. Okay? Yeah. So I would like just call up your sponsor, call up your leader. What do I need to do now? So how do I make you look at the little diamond vision chart, right? And how much each rank make? How do I make this? How do I make that? How do I make that? What exactly do I need to do? They will tell you.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, before your closing statement, I have one other last question. This is a really good question. This comes from Sanjay. It says, what do we do if after doing the follow-up, people don't respond to what we should do?
Okay. Well, look, at the end of the day, again, you want to get the result, right? The result is either yes or no.
Yeah.
I would say just be more direct.
Yeah.
Because you don't have time to waste. You say, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. I just want to find out how you're doing on the information.
Yeah.
Do you have more question? Are you interested or not? Okay, I'm available to you. I'm very busy. I have a lot of follow-ups I'm doing. So, I consider you a good friend. That's why I'm putting my time and attention for you. And I would tell Sanjay, namaste. I want to thank Danny and Nancy and Paula for all the great questions. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much, Samson. There was a lot of information. There's a lot of people here from all over the world who logged in early morning, mid-afternoon, even from Europe, early morning. So I want to thank you for your time and for you taking out the time, Samson, because I know you're a very busy man yourself. So you're traveling all over, not abroad anymore, but locally. But I just want to thank you, Samson, for your time and the energy that you put forward to share with other people, because it really is about the stories that you tell people, that the places you've been, that they see, hey, listen, I may have gone through this. Samson done it, so he is successful today because of the consistency. So thank you so much. Well,
I want to thank you, Boz, because you've been there for the team every single week. So I appreciate you very much. And at the end of the day, I think maybe just one last point. Many times in a business, it's not about what you say also. It's about you as a person, the energy that you exude from your existence, from your being, that people are attracted to or people are curious about. Don't ever underestimate who you are as a person, Because if you talk with confidence, your whole being exudes confidence. People believe you.
Sure.
People take notice.
Sure.
When someone walks in the room, who draws attention, why? Not because they're good looking, because somehow they have that presence about them.
Yeah.
You got to start there. I mean, after all these years in the industry and being a business owner, it's about your presence. So if you can be present to them at that moment with your incredible presence, you're going to win over a lot of people. Text don't do it. I tell you, so video and voice does the job a lot better. So maybe that's a little tip I can throw out there. But look, we are here to support, and we just try to do our best. And we wish all of you out there good health and stay safe.
Take care, and get back to the person who put you on the Zoom webinar today to answer any other questions you may have. Thank you so much. Take care.
Take care.
If you see something for yourself, get back to the person who shared this video with you. And don't forget to subscribe to the official USGS YouTube channel to receive future videos.